What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another video on the channel. EA have just released a new Dynamic Duos SBC. For people that don't know, it is an SBC for Dynamic Duos Mbemba and Suarez. I already did a video on Mbemba. If you did not check that out, go ahead and check it out. I'm going to put a link down in the description down below. But let's go ahead and jump into the SBC Player review for Suarez. So jumping straight into it, Luis Javier Suarez, complete this challenge to earn Dynamic Duos Player from Olympique Marseille. Luis Javier Suarez, untradeable. For you guys that don't know, that is the card for Luis Javier Suarez. And let's take a deeper look into the SBC and also his card. So for the SBC requirements, it is a minimum of 1 League 1 player, a minimum of 185 overall rated player or higher, and then also an 84 team rating. So let's see his face card and let's see what stats he's running with. So it's Luis Javier Suarez. There he is. Let's go concept players and let's see what kind of a card he has. So he has 84 rated, a striker. He has high medium work rates, which is good for a striker. You don't really want him to come back on defensive duties. He's right-footed. 3-star skill moves is kind of a drag. You know, you always want for your attacking players to have that 4-star skill move, 5-star skill move option. So when you're in your tight places, you do have an option to move a little bit more fluidly. 4-star weak foot, which is really good. Player details. Okay, so this one actually does have alternative positions. You can play him as obviously a cam and a center forward, but you can also play him at the left mid position. Very, very interesting. I think this is the first SBC where there's an alternative position for the player, which is very nice to see. I like that a lot. Attribute details, 87 pace, that's fantastic for a striker, both 87 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. Decent shooting stats, I have seen better, 83 attacking positioning, 85 finishing, and 83 shot power. Decent penalties, decent volleys, and decent long shots. Looks like a pretty clinical striker, you know. 73 passing. I have noticed that passing is very, very important in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team. And if your player does not have the best of passing, I think I've seen this with Gabriel Jesus, not the best of passing in-game. He does make a lot of mistakes. You might have the same problem with Suarez. His short pass is 74 and then his long pass is 70. But if you can get him in those decent positions, you don't really need to pass the ball with him. So, but definitely one thing to consider is that his passing is not the greatest. Maybe with the chemistry style, we can bump that up a little bit. Moving on, at 81 dribbling, 83 agility, fantastic. 81 balance, very good. 80 reaction, 79 ball control, 83 dribbling, which is good, and 71 composure. So the composure is a bit low as a striker. 71, you would want that to be a little bit higher. He does have good dribbling, ball control, reactions, all that. Very, very good for a center back. He looks like he'd be the agile type. Let's see how tall he is. Okay, he's actually pretty tall. He's 6'1". So I don't know if he might have the lengthy build or any of that. Maybe, maybe not. Defending, 47. Do you really need to defend with your striker? Not really. 49 interceptions, 72 heading accuracy, 33 defensive awareness, 55 stand tackle. It's not that important for a striker, so we're just going to go ahead and not look at that. And then for his physical, 84, which is quite decent. 68 jumping for a striker. You would think it would be a little bit higher. That's actually quite poor, especially if your play style is whipping the ball into the box, running down the wings, putting in those crosses on corners. 68 jumping is quite low. Good stamina for a striker at 85. Very good strength, 85. And then great aggression at 86. So a pretty decent card overall. And like I said, he's not that expensive. I think he's around 20,000 coins to complete. Speed dribbler as a player trait is very good. So that's actually a big bonus to his card. And then he also has the chip shot trait. I mean, doesn't really matter, does it? But what I want to do right now is look at alternatives to Suarez that you can use in the league. Colombian striker, I guess you can kind of link him with Colombian players. You do have Luis Diaz, and there are a couple of other ones that you can link him with. But looking at alternative options in the league as strikers, you do have the following. Obviously, Mbappe, Papin, Govo. That's out of the price range. You can't compare those players with Suarez. You do have Ben Yedder. Now, just looking at the face stats, Suarez does look a lot better than Ben Yedder, but we all know that Ben Yedder fits the meta. You have Volland, Lacazette, Laborde, Dembele, Delort. He is better than all of those, I'm not going to lie. There is David, Bril and Bolo. But honestly, if you're looking at a striker from League One, I think I'm going to go ahead and recommend doing this SBC because, like I said, the other options that you do have just aren't even close to him. Like I said, I mean, there is Ben Yedder, but looking at the stats, Suarez looks a lot better than Ben Yedder as well. So to conclude and to give you guys my final answer whether or not Suarez is worth doing, I'm going to say yes, guys. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, complete the SBC. It's a cool card, dynamic duos. I think this is the first time that EA have done it. He has a very strong card with 87 pace, 83 shooting, 84 physical, 81 dribbling, 84 overall rating. There aren't many options in League One to go with other than Suarez. The other three options, Mbappe, Papin, and Govo, are just way too expensive. If you do have the fodder in the club, it's only an 84 rated team, which is very cheap. And then also, if you do have the coins to where you can make the team, I would recommend doing them. It's a cool card. You can always use him as a super sub off the bench. And yeah, it looks like he could definitely fit the meta for this year. So my final answer is yes. Go ahead and complete the Suarez SBC, as it is a pretty decent card overall. But that is going to be the end of today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for the recent support. If you did like the video, please consider leaving a like. Comment down below if you're going to be completing any of these SBCs that EA have released today. And please consider subscribing to the channel, as it really goes and helps me a lot. But that is going to be the end of it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in another video very, very soon. I'm out. Peace.